Well, we've done it. We've made it through another summer, and it's time to get back to school. For some reason, people see this as a bad thing. It's like the end of the world or something. But really, this is the beginning. You no longer have to wonder what you're going to do with yourself all day long. You'll know you get to go to school. And each day is a surprise. What will we get to do in English class? How much math homework? Will we get to blow something up in science or at lunch? It's just a matter of perspective. Hopefully, you'll meet some new people. Surely you'll learn some new things, and after 9 months, you'll be that much better for it. Sure, it seems like a long time, but it'll fly by, just like last year did, and the year before that. Does it really feel like you've been in school as long as you have been? Seriously, you're getting old. Well, enough about that. The real purpose of this video is to go over some of the necessary operational material for the basic functioning of school. How you might say, rules. Each student is issued a parent/student handbook/planner at the beginning of each year. It contains 3 major parts: rules, planner, and a hall pass. This video focuses mainly on the rules portion of the handbook. I will mention here that the hall pass is to be filled out and signed by your teacher before leaving the room. It is physically possible to leave the room without the pass being signed, but you risk being caught and sent back to class. Please also understand that this video is not a complete overview of the handbook. You are encouraged to read it for yourself along with your parents and sign and return the acknowledgement form on page 52. You will be held to the standards in the handbook regardless of whether or not you sign that form. There are some things that we will go over directly. You are encouraged to follow along in your own copy. Firstly, on page 18, please realize that you are under surveillance. Big Brother is watching. There are cameras posted in most hallways and other strategic areas around the school. You are also subject to searches based on reasonable suspicion, as determined by administrators or others who have search authority. Because you are in a school, this authority trumps your constitutional right to no unreasonable search and seizure. We appreciate the attempt to use your knowledge of civics, but security of all is sometimes stronger than individual rights. Drug dogs will also be used periodically throughout the year. They are permitted to search anywhere on campus: lockers, backpacks, even the parking lot. Turn to page 19. Please also review carefully the parking section. There are only 3 designated areas for parking. Don't tempt fate by parking in a teacher spot, and don't think you're cool by parking up on one of the big snow piles. Please note that students are not to leave the grounds once they arrive. So when the bus drops you off, don't walk to McDonald's. Medications are not to be carried by students at school or on the bus. On page 22, you'll find the electronic devices and hat policies. The cell phone policy is a little different than what it says in the book. Cell phones may be used before school. Official school policy now. Students may not use their phones in classrooms unless the teacher gives specific permission to do so. And phones may never be used in bathrooms or locker rooms, ever. By the way, don't wear hats in school. We will take them. Page 26 to 28 are lists of possible infractions and their available consequences, if you're curious. You will find the dress code on page 31. We cannot stress how important it is for students to wear clothes to school. There are many regulations regarding clothes that you should be familiar with before deciding what to wear to school. A good rule of thumb would be to think, would I want to see my grandparent wearing this? Finally, on page 38, you'll see the requirements for school dances. There are 12 regulations regarding dances. It is not that we don't want you to go, though I will say from personal experience that dances with no students at them would be much easier to chaperone. But please realize that dances are a privilege for students to attend and not a right. So if you cannot meet the criteria throughout the year that is asked of you, don't come crawling into school in your prom dress begging to go. At this time, I'd like to make a few reminders. Please turn in all your paperwork to the office today or tomorrow regarding lunch forms, internet policy, handbook acknowledgement forms, etc. Also, if you like to eat food at lunch and will partake of the fine dining experience offered you at this school, your lunch money is due in the cafeteria before school. You will not be allowed to pay as you go. They are only accepting cards when you actually have the food in your hand. This is the 21st century. You may also make changes in your schedule for only the next couple of days, so get that done quickly. Juniors and seniors, if you haven't taken the ACT, you need to do so soon. Okay, this has been fun. So on the behalf of all teachers and staff at Kirksville High School, I wish you the best of luck this year. Work hard, never look back, no regrets. Second place is first loser. Not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. May the force be with you. Word to your mother, 88 miles per hour. We're in the money, sticking twigs, bazinga. Go Tigers.